What's up, everybody? It's App. I wanted to start off this Now Leaving Hell uh, site just talking about like basically what I've suffered from in the past and what I've gone through in the past. And essentially, what the things that I suffered mostly from are generalized anxiety disorder and agoraphobia later on and derealization later on. But I think the first thing that I suffered from was GAD, and later on turned into panic attacks. And like I said, the other things that I had mentioned, which also sparked my depression, which, if you know, anxiety and panic and everything and depression go hand in hand, and one will exacerbate the other. And make everything crazy, and it's fuel in the fire. So the other thing I want to say is I'm not an expert by any means, and I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I'm just a guy who dealt with this shit and had to go through this shit. So I figured I'd want to talk about it with other people and explain my particular experiences. Your experiences might be different than mine. Some of the things that I do for coping might help you, they might not. So, I mean, I always recommend that everybody tries to find a doctor or a therapist or something that fits for you. But this is about my thing, and I think I first started noticing it when I was a kid, and I started waking up in the middle of the night, and things didn't feel real, which I guess is the derealization, which got worse when I was older. But then as a teenager, I would start to have panic attacks, hanging out with my friends, and I tried to smoke weed one time, and it really fucked me up and made everything bad. I just felt like nothing was real. I felt like my soul was falling out of my body. And a lot of these things I'm going to say, normal people, or whatever that means, normal, but most people would think is weirdo shit, and that I'm crazy for saying some of these things, but it's the best way I can describe them and figure out what I was going through. But at any rate, yeah, I felt like my soul was falling out of my body, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know the term panic attack. I didn't know anxiety disorder or anything like that. And I just thought I was either going nuts or I had some type of tumor or blood clot or aneurysm in my brain. And I felt crazy. My heart would skyrocket and go through the roof. I called it bugging out. I'd say, oh man, I'm bugging out. I bugged out today at this and that, but I didn't know what the fuck it was. And when I tried to go on, you know what? Actually, when I was a teenager, there really wasn't any internet like that. The internet wasn't around. It was like 1994, 93, 94, 95. So the internet wasn't really there. So talking about it to people would just get annoyed with me. Even some of my best friends, they would get pissed and just didn't understand why I was acting like that. Thought I should snap out of it or just chill. Like, yo, you need to chill, man. Like, you're bugging me out now, and just chill, calm down. And it was nuts. I mean, there was times where I remember, going to work with my father and being in his truck in the morning, and just a wave of adrenaline would hit me, and I literally started to open his door while we were going like 60 miles an hour, which made no sense. I wasn't trying to kill myself. I just had a burst of adrenaline, like, yo, flee, escape. So those are some of the things I felt. What I intend on doing is I'm going to start doing videos pretty regularly for you guys, and please leave comments, please discuss things. Like I said, I don't know everything, so if you can give me some insight on certain things or other people insight, but I'm gonna give you coping techniques that I had used, or certain things that help with the anxiety and the depression and everything, and hopefully try to help some of you guys out there, or at least point you in the right direction or whatever. And I'm also gonna try to figure out more like websites and places that provide help and provide like a list of something maybe in your local area or whatever. So that's it for now. This is basically just a super introduction. This whole movement and the Now Leaving Hell thing is really in its fetal stages, and I'm trying to figure it out and trying to add content. I'm going to be doing things that trigger my anxiety and panic. I'm highly functional right now. Like, I can go out and do most things, but there are things that trigger my anxiety and my paranoia and my panic attacks and shit like that. So I'm going to do those things. And as I'm doing them, I'm going to explain to you what I'm feeling and what the sensations are. And I'm probably gonna be bugging the fuck out on camera, and I'm gonna do crazy shit. Like one of my biggest triggers is driving on highways and driving over bridges. So at some point, I'm gonna do that. Turn the camera on. Maybe I put a GoPro on the dash so I'm not holding my phone and fucking crash. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing all that stuff and trying to do it on as much of a regular basis as I can. I'm gonna be going on tour soon, so when I'm on tour, I'm gonna try to film and take things with my phone, like when I go on an airplane or something, if I'm feeling any limited symptoms or any severe symptoms. So yeah, welcome to this shit, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Peace.